Hi everyone. So this is just a brief instructional video on um, 2.03 Reporter's Reflection number one. So it's going to come up as like 2.1 for your assignment for your Reporter's Reflection. Um, but I have a lot of students asking about this assignment. So obviously you're going to go through our content, get to this 2.03, and then you're just going to hit the student guide, which that is in, like if I click resources here, that pops up. So I click that and I actually already have mine up. So I'm just gonna click on that. So the actual assignment that you're doing is that you are going to use um, the news you can pursue, and I'll show you where that is in just a second, and investigate one of the following ethical scandals. So there's three ethical scandals here that you can discuss. You're only doing one of them. So you're going to post your findings in your journal and remember that your journal is just a Word document a blank Word document. And at the end, when we put all of these together, you'll have a technically it'll be a journal at that point. It's an online journal. Um, so the first thing is a brief 3 to 4 sentence summary of what was the actual ethical breach. So what was it? The next is a paragraph that describes how the media outlet handled the breach. So whoever the person is working with, so it's whether it's the Washington Post, New York Times, or the Republic magazine. So how one of these handled that breach. And then a brief paragraph that explores what that media outlet, so the Washington Post, New York Times, or the New Republic, might have done to prevent this from happening. So that's the gist of the assignment. Okay, so there is an optional activity if you would like to do it, but again, that's optional. I'm only going to cover this activity one right now because I'm getting questions about it. So with that, it asks you to go to the news you can pursue. So if you look right here, and there's also one right there, you're going to click on the news you can pursue. Okay, so what that's going to do is that's going to bring up a plethora of different links that you can go to. So, what you're going to realize, however, is as you're going through and looking, you are going to have to really, it's asking you to investigate. So, when you go in and click on the Washington Post or the New York Times and you go to search any of these, they're not just going to pop up. So you have to investigate, which means you've got to put your thinking cap on and you got to figure out how to get to these different things. So you need to put different words into search, you need to look in different places. I can also tell you that yes, the news you can pursue, you absolutely can use these. However, if you would like to do a Google search, you may do that as well. Okay. So what is really important about this and any other assignment that you're doing for my class is that they're not always just going to pop up and give you the answer right away. And you're not going to be able to just search and find it instantly. You're going to have to do some investigating and you're going to have to really become a reporter and look for this information, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you. Um, I know that this assignment for some of you is going to be a little bit more difficult because you have to put on your thinking caps and you have to figure out how you can pull this information up. Googling is going to be a really easy way to do that. I'm just going to give you that hint right now. However, you can find what you need to know through here, but I am not going to put you on a step-by-step um, example of exactly what you need to do because as a reporter, you need to be able to figure out how to find things. So this is part of the process. So if you really are struggling and you really need help, please let me know. I would be more than happy to help you. I can set up a one-on-one time with you, but you should be able to go through and search and pull up the information you need. Just remember, you only need one of these. You don't need all three. Okay. So if you have questions, please let me know. Thanks.